A decision allowing handicapped hunters to kill deer at the Navy's Manchester Fuel Depot near Bremerton. The 2.5-week hunt started yesterday. Janet Myers reports.
Some 45 deer live within the confines of this 234-acre depot. The Navy says many of those deer are starving, that the land can only support half of them. So they invited physically impaired hunters to help thin the population. Bows and arrows only. Martin Blaker got his doe with one shot from 50 yards.
This animal that I took was a pure heart, lung, and liver shot. The animal never knew what hit it because the sharp edges is just like a surgeon's knife.
But the animal rights group PAWS says it's an unfair hunt. They went through the courts to stop it, but lost. So today they protested in front of Sandpoint Naval Air Station.
If there is a problem, what about non-lethal means? Live trapping and relocation, contraception experiments out there. But what we find, what our experts have found, is that there's a stasis out there, an equilibrium, that there's no need for human intervention.
PAWS argues the Manchester deer are nearly tame, and bows and arrows often involve a long, slow, painful death.
More animals are wounded and escape with bow and arrow than other forms of hunting.
But Blaker disagrees and says he and other physically impaired hunters are doing the public and the deer a service.
I hate to see an animal or even myself starve to death. If I don't do it, then they have to hire a bounty hunter or under game management man to come out and kill, and then the meat is wasted.
What it comes down to is whose will is stronger, the hunters or the animal rights activists. So far, the hunters have won out. But the activists say they'll spend the next 2 weeks trying to convince the Navy and the state that their way is the right way. At the Sandpoint Naval Air Station, Janet Myers, King 5 News.
On TV today.
You know who's really happy about that game?
Yeah, about a bunch of
Notre Dame
Irish
fans and the Fiesta Bowl, 2 day for runners, and many of them took part in the final major marathon of the year, the 19th Seattle Marathon. The course started at Merrimore Park in Redmond. There were 2,200 runners who began their journey. The course took the runners around the north end of Lake Washington, through Bothell, and then down the Burt Gilman Trail. But the halfway mark, David Mays of Tacoma had opened up a very sizable lead. There's David Mays right there. He would hold the lead the rest of the way. Mays went on to win the Seattle Marathon in a time of 2 hours, 26 minutes and 48 seconds. Sharon Chrysler captured the women's division. She crosses the finish line in 2 hours, 57 minutes and 8 seconds, capping a great day in the Seattle Marathon. And a half marathon was also held in conjunction with the Seattle Marathon. Stephen James of Seattle and Debbie Quartier of Edmonds were the half marathon winners. Threw a little marathon in there with some sports, actually.
It was a great day to run a marathon, considering what we've had here the past few days with the rain and all the kinds of storms.
It really was a nice, cool day for it.
Yeah, some sunshine, too. Got to put the
Stay with us.